Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Caterina, or Kat, and this is Infinite Wellness Within. In today's Pick a Card reading, our topic is, This is Just the Beginning. Once you choose your card, you can find the timestamps in the description box below, which will take you directly to your reading. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is also linked below. Please remember that is the only way to book any of my services with me. So if anyone ever reaches out to you, just know that is not me. This is just the beginning. Can we have a card for group number 1, please? Can we have a card for group number 2, please? Can we have a card for group number 3, please? All right, group number 1, you have 26, where you need to be. Acknowledge how you are feeling. Have faith the universe will take care of a current concern by providing the best possible outcome for all involved. And you also have the Onyx mountain goat. Group number 2, you have number 45, leaping through the air. A plan you have made is on track. If you are waiting for something, get to work and stop putting off ideas or projects you are considering. You also have the Onyx buffalo. Group number 3, you have number 11, persistent drive. See what you desire and move toward that goal. It is time to zero in on your purpose. Use your intuition and instincts to guide you for the optimal outcome. And you have the Onyx Dinosaur. All right, please take your time choosing your card or cards. It's perfectly fine to choose more than one card if you're drawn to more than one card. The most important thing is that you listen to your intuition, and I'll see you in your readings. Hello, group number 1. You have the Onyx mountain goat, and your card is number 26, where you need to be. Acknowledge how you are feeling. Have faith the universe will take care of a current concern by providing the best possible outcome for all involved. All right, so I feel like there could be something going on here where things haven't come together yet, or things are falling apart, or you're just kind of waiting for something. And what I'm feeling is that there is a change coming up in your future, and this is going to be a change in your favor. And what I'm hearing is that the stage is being set for things to come together for you. And for some of you, things need to fall apart first so that they can come together in just like this perfect way. Now, whatever is going on for you, because it's a general reading, so it could, vary a little bit. But with all this around you here, because I'm picturing like this is you, I feel like you're very, very protected. And Spirit is saying to kind of just go with the flow for a little while, have patience, and soon you will be able to take control. You will be able to take the wheel and go where you want to go. Okay, so I feel like Spirit is saying don't give up. Okay, there's good news, synchronicities, blessings that are coming in for you. And also, you have the mountain goat. So what's so interesting about the mountain goat and this card is that it does seem like you're going through something difficult. And when we look at how the mountain goat just seems to effortlessly climb the mountains, it's pretty amazing, at least to me, right? It's just like, how did they just climb up this steep mountain? How did they don't fall? See, that's very significant to your situation because you are going to make it through this. You are going to become stronger. And right now you might be stuck at the bottom of the mountain, and it's like whatever this is that's going on, being the mountain goat, you want to climb up that mountain, and you will be able to. Okay, it's just need to be patient and go with the flow for a little bit. Oh, okay. So that one clearly wants to come out. What else can you tell us for group number 1, please? Ooh, and look at that one. Okay, we're going to take those 2. All right, let's look at this one that came out first. So we have Pine Spirit Purification, and it's number 30. So, you know, it's really interesting. First of all, you have number 26 here and the number 30. So it could be within 4 months that something's going to happen for you. It could be within 4 weeks. For some of you, it could even be like 4 days or 4 hours where something just happens to happen right after you watch this. And this is a timeless reading. So whenever you're watching this, you can kind of plug in those different time frames. But you know what's interesting? Look here how it looks like it's winter. It looks like the snow is, you know, on the trees. And it's interesting because remember how I said you're at the bottom of the mountain and you want to climb up, but you need to go with the flow. You need to have patience. And I think I said also that it feels like maybe you are like, remember when I was pointing out back here how you might be kind of like sitting still or something like that. I don't remember my exact words and how this is protecting you. So you are very, very protected, especially here where it's cold out, but this person is wearing a dress. But this person on this card is protected from the elements. And so I feel it's the same thing for you. It's just a matter of time before things thaw out and you can move in the direction that you want to move in. And also number 30 here, this is indicating to me that you do have this new beginning that's coming up for you. And I really do feel like it's not that far off. So it could be 1 season away. It could be 3 months, 4 months. You know, I feel something in that general vicinity is when you will see a shift. That's when the good luck comes in. And so where you are right now, this is just the beginning because I feel there is some sort of purification going on in your life right now. And it's kind of setting the stage for this perfect new beginning for you. Oh my gosh, look, I can't even, this is what I just said. Daffodil Fairy New Beginnings. I mean, you heard it. I literally said that right before I turned over this card. And it's number 10. And look at this, looks like spring. Oh my gosh, look at these 2 cards together. Winter, spring. So this is, this is a visual representation of what I just said. So if you have any doubts, I mean, I was just talking about the seasons changing. This is just amazing to me. So here you go. This is confirmation of what I just said. You absolutely have these new beginnings coming in. And remember how I said you're going to be able to take the wheel and go where you want to go? Both of these cards have wings. You see right here, there's wings. Obviously, it's a fairy. And then this person here has wings. So it's almost like you're getting rid of the old and stepping into the new, closing one door so you can open another door. So even though this may look like everything is falling apart, it's actually the beginning of your new beginning. I know for some of you it might be difficult to wrap your brain around that, but it's definitely happening for you. What else can you tell us? Okay, I feel like this one wants to come out. What else can you tell us? Okay, that one jumped out, so we'll take that as well. All right, what do we have here? Protection. Do you see what I'm saying? I told you twice that you're protected over here. It's also number 9. Again, number 9 is showing that you're at the end of a cycle. So there's something very, very powerful going on with your cards. I feel, with this here, I'm hearing that like music is changing. There's a new tune, a new vibration is coming into your life. So I feel also there's something about the onion and peeling back the layers. So, you know, it's kind of like if you're going to cook something, you don't just throw the onion into your dish and cook it. You peeled back the layers, right? And so I feel there's something going on here with peeling back the layers and purification, where you're kind of like shedding your skin. You're getting ready for the new, like I said, but it's like you're scrubbing away the excess. You know, if the snake is changing its skin, it's kind of like you're doing that same thing, only you're like, I just keep seeing scrubbing away the excess. So getting rid of things that don't belong or don't deserve to be around you on your new journey. And some of you, it's, you know, shifting people, places, things, situations that would hold you back, shifting beliefs that would hold you back. So I feel like I'm seeing once you get started, once like that gate opens and spirit says, okay, go for it, you're like the mountain goat where nothing stops you. Anything that looks challenging to other people is not going to be a challenge for you. Okay. Oh my gosh, you have number 22. I mean, your cards are so powerful, even the numbers on the cards. So you have wisdom here and bay. So I feel like it's important that you listen to your intuition and not your ego, because your ego is the thing that's going to try to, you know, suppress you and hold you back and put those fears into your mind and make you feel like you're going to be here in this place forever. But that's not true. You got to listen to your intuition. So some of you may need to cleanse your energy field, may need to cleanse your body, you know, taking a salt bath, whatever it is for you, so that you can allow those downloads and you can allow that wisdom to come in. What else can you tell us for, okay, I feel like your cards are ready. So let's set these down right here. Okay, so we have the World card. Okay, you see what I'm saying? You're at the edge of a cycle ending. And what's so interesting is the title of this reading is This Is Just the Beginning. So on this World card, you can see this person here who's watering some plants. And so I feel like if you, okay, let me back up a little bit. So over here, remember when I said, even though it doesn't feel like it, this is actually the beginning, and it's just the beginnings of positive changes in your life. So what I'm seeing here is the things that are done to the soil before you plant the seeds, before you plant the flowers. And so it may look, from an observer who doesn't know what's going on, it could look like you're damaging the soil, because you may be tilling the soil, you may be, you know, doing whatever people do who are going to plant things. I'm not an expert in that area, but you know, I don't know like the technical words, but you're preparing the soil. And so it may look like you're actually disrupting things, but what's happening is this shake up is getting you ready to plant the seeds. You have so many cards showing that you are literally so close to this new beginning. So Spirit is saying, please, please, please don't give up. Keep going, because I feel for some of you, this situation is very, very difficult. For others of you, you're like, yeah, you know, I would prefer to be moving forward, but I'm okay sitting here for a minute. So I think it just depends on where you are in your journey. But the important thing is to know that things are going to shift for you. And I really feel like there is so much growth ahead for you. Okay, yeah, I mean, look at this. You have the Judgment card. This is amazing. So this is you, in a sense, rising from the ashes. This is seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. This is a second chance. This is that change, that good fortune that I was talking about that's coming into your life. For some of you, you could be hearing something. So I think earlier I said good news could be coming in for you. This can definitely reflect that, where here you're stuck at the bottom of that mountain. But this card is showing that that gate is going to open and you can rise and you can move on from a situation that was uncomfortable, that was difficult, that was holding you back. Okay. Now you have the Fool card. Do you see, if you didn't see before, are you seeing now that everything's coming together for you? Because if you're not familiar, the Fool card is all about movement. and taking a leap of faith, being able to go after your dreams, being able to move toward what you wanted to do over here, but you had to wait for a certain amount of time, right? You had to wait for winter to turn into spring. I mean, this reading is just amazing to me. So the World card, let me just go over this real quick in case you're not putting it together. The World card, you're right at the end of something. The Judgment card is receiving that information that that gate has opened for you, opening your eyes and saying, this is my opportunity. I'm going to take it and run with it. And that's what you're doing with the Fool card. You're very, very protected with these new beginnings because the Fool is a new beginning. So look, you have the new beginnings right here in the protection card. You see how the protection card is covering or touching both of them, or, you know, very close. All right. So the Two of Wands. Yeah. So you will have a decision to make pretty soon. And, you know, it's interesting because you have the mountain goat, and look at this person up here on the mountaintop. I mean, do you see what I'm saying? So you're going to have a decision to make pretty soon about moving up the mountain, about pursuing something that you've wanted to pursue for a while. And it's interesting that you have the Two of Wands right below the Wisdom card, because this person here is definitely contemplating something. I mean, that's what the Two of Wands does. And so you're here for a reason. You're here for a reason. Okay, remember this, where you need to be. So for one reason or another, you're meant to sit still for a minute. It could have something to do with the purification here, but this is coming to an end. The Magician, I love this for you, especially this particular card, because if you look here, it looks like the sun is coming up, and look at this here. It looks like flowers blooming, and then you have the different moon phases here. So again, what I'm seeing is that you're passing through this phase. Where you are right now is temporary. Things are going to change for you, and you're going to be creating something. You're going to be manifesting something. You're going to be able to rise to the top, because again, I'm feeling like this Magician is on top of like a cliff or something. So you're going to be able to bypass challenges that you've been experiencing. I feel also for some of you, if you've had a block in your thought process, a block, like it could, for some of you, it could literally be like writer's block or a creative block or something like that. That is coming to an end. Whatever it is, because it's a general reading, kind of generally, I'm seeing you finding the answers that you need, finding solutions to problems. I'm seeing you greatly inspired, and just it's kind of like get out of the way, because pretty soon you're going to be coming through and nothing's going to stop you. So that's the energy that I'm feeling. Now you have the Empress. Look at how amazing this is for you. So it's interesting because it looks a little bit like the Empress is underneath a waterfall here, and then you have the Purification card. And the Empress here is, I feel, kind of standing still for a minute to enjoy the moment, to, you know, cleanse the energy, regroup, kind of gather the thoughts and regroup before going on the Fool's journey and accomplishing great success. Amazing success. And again, you're very, very protected because you have the lotus flowers down here. And to me personally, anytime that comes up, I always pick up protection around you. So with this new beginning, you're going to feel very, very comfortable. You're going to be in the right place at the right time. And with the Empress combined with the Magician, you're very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. Now, another thing that's interesting is up here, you have all major arcana except for the Two of Wands. And what is interesting about that is that these cards represent major shifts in your life. And so it's so telling with the title, this is just the beginning, because you may feel like, well, it's not the beginning of anything. I'm just sitting here. But Spirit just said, oh, no, no, no. There is a massive shift. So with the Magician and the Empress, you will be creating the life that not only you want, but the life that you deserve. And you're going to be very, very comfortable. You're going to be comfortable in the new situation. You're going to be comfortable financially. You're going to be comfortable like emotionally, a lot of different things. Okay. So now we have the Daughter of Knives. So this is the Page of Swords. So do you remember how I was saying that you could be getting good news soon? You could have synchronicities, anything like that, receiving clarity, receiving information, receiving some sort of powerful force that you can take with you and move forward. So with the sword here, I feel it's very significant because I feel like it has something to do with the purification card here. And there's something going on where you're cutting through like the clouds. You're cutting through something that was preventing you from moving forward. You're finding the key to that gate and you're opening that gate and you're moving forward. But it's interesting that you have purification here, and I'm picking it up with the Page of Swords. And then you have the World card right in the middle of these two cards. So there's definitely something going on here where that shift is coming in. I mean, it's just undeniable. Well, this is interesting. So this is the Father of Knives, which is the King of Swords. So you see here how you're starting with the sword here, the knife. And then here you have an axe. So could you cut this tree limb with this knife or sword? Because it's called knives on this in this deck. I suppose you could. I mean, it might take you days to do it, right? And a lot of power and, a lot of willpower to keep up with that process. But here you have exactly what you need. So you have the axe and you're just one swing and there you go. You cut the tree limb in half. So things are going to get easier for you. So much easier. And I just feel like you're going to be receiving, it's like good news, clarity, information that was missing, clearing up. Like I said earlier, writer's block or any kind of block that maybe you were trying to move forward and you didn't have the answer for something. Well, you're figuring it out. And I feel, again, what this King of Swords is telling me is that you will be the authority figure in your own life. You're getting your power back. You're taking the wheel and you're moving forward. It's interesting also with this row here. So the Judgment card, this is like the phoenix rising from the ashes is a simple way to put it. And then you have new beginnings up here, and down here, everything that I just said about the King of Swords. So do you see how everything is lining up for you? The Devil card, interesting. This is fascinating to me because the Devil card is right below the Fool card. I mean, this reading is like so powerful. So the Fool card, you're going in a new direction. You need to be brave. You need to be able to take that leap of faith. So just take a deep breath and go for it. You are getting your freedom. Again, remember I was talking about the wings on these two cards. Look at this particular Fool has wings. Now, what's so interesting about the Devil card, look at the directions up here. Because you're going in a new direction. You're going to have to make a decision about which direction you want to go. So you might have more than one option of you could go this way, you could go that way, you could go this way, right? And so what you want to do is just tap into your intuition. And like I said earlier, you want to listen to your intuition and not your ego, because this can show your ego. This can show your fear of moving forward, because some of you have become comfortably uncomfortable over here where you got so used to just sitting here and waiting that when it comes time for you to take a leap of faith, you may be like, oh no, I don't know if I can do that. But remember, you have the mountain goat. So yes, you can do it. So don't let your fears hold you back. And this is also, I feel the devil is also showing anything that literally was holding you back before. That is, I just saw something shattering. So that is gonna go away. Okay, now you have the Wheel of Fortune. Do you see what I'm saying? This cycle is changing. Also, remember how I was talking about like clearing the clouds, or I don't remember my exact words, but getting clarity. Things are clearer now. Things are clearing up. There's a new season at hand, right? A new cycle, a new season. And there's so much luck regarding this new path, this new journey that you're going to be taking. The key is to listen to your intuition when you're making a decision about this movement that you'll be seeing, and not letting your fears hold you back. Okay, so, whoa. Wow. Sorry. I just like got this very, very powerful energy when I turned this card over. So this is the Mother of Coins, which is the Queen of Coins. You're going to be very successful. Whatever it is that you are going to be embarking on, it's going to bring you so much joy, so much of what you want. And so obviously you can see this is a beekeeper here, and the bees have produced all of this honey. So you're going to be very, very busy producing instead of being very, very uncomfortable waiting for things. It's polar opposites, just like the Wheel of Fortune here. So what's interesting is that you have the Magician card, which is going to be right above the Queen of Coins here. So with the Magician card, you have an idea, you have a plan, and everything is falling into perfect alignment here. And then with the Queen of Coins, you're seeing what has happened by you putting forth that effort into something. And I want to point out also, as I'm looking at all your cards sitting here, still, the only minor arcana that you have is the Two of Wands. So you have major arcana, and then you have the court cards here and right here. So whatever's going on with you is incredibly, incredibly significant and powerful. All right, so let's see what you have here. And then again, another major arcana. This is an incredible reading. All right, so you have the Temperance card here. So you can clearly see this is a chef here, creating something, working on something. Now, what's so interesting is that over here, something was missing, whether it was an ingredient, a thought, clarity, a key, a gate opening. Something had not happened over here. And that's what I've been saying throughout this whole reading. A shift is happening. Well, then let's look at the Magician card, because here the Magician has everything that the Magician needs to move forward with an idea, okay? So this is what you may not realize, that this is happening yet, but it's going to happen. You see the shift happening here. You are going to be fully prepared for this journey you're going to be going on. Now, with the Temperance card, what I'm seeing is you in action. You taking those tools from the Magician and creating this life that you want for yourself. Some of you may be chefs, and you're going to be very, very successful as a chef. Okay? Others of you, this is just showing that vision that you had, that plan that you have, when over here you thought maybe it wasn't going to happen. I mean, look at, you started your tarot cards with the World card, and here you end with the Temperance card, where everything has come together. Everything is coming into alignment. There's a lot of healing here because you have healed the stagnancy over here. You have purified those difficulties that you had in your new beginning. So this is very powerful. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope that it made sense for you. If you did like this, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, group number 2. You have the Onyx Buffalo, and your card is number 45, Leaping Through the Air. A plan you have made is on track. If you are waiting for something, get to work and stop putting off ideas or projects you are considering. Very interesting. I feel like this is confirmation that you're on the right track, especially because it says that the plan you have made is on track. Even if you haven't actually made any movement with that plan yet, your thought process is on the right track, okay? And it's just the beginning for where you're going to be going with this idea. And I feel like you're going to be, so you're going to see this movement, you're going to be overcoming any difficulties, but I feel like something's going to happen to launch you forward because these fish are jumping out in the air and it's helping them like get over here, right? So I feel like there's something that's going to happen that's going to kind of propel you or advance you forward on your path. For some of you, this could be a little bit unexpected because I think, don't quote me, but I think the fish do this when there's like a predator in the area. And so there could be like something unexpected that happens, but it's kind of like, it could be like a tower moment where something unexpected happens, but it actually puts you in the exact place that you need to be to further this idea that you have here. Or it could just be like some kind of synchronistic event that kind of shifted you over here much quicker than you expected. So I'm seeing something like that happening for you. But yeah, you're on the right path. And also with the buffalo, I feel that you're on the, first of all, you're on the right path for abundance, but you're also like very, very powerful and very, very resilient. So yeah, I feel like nothing's going to stop you from moving forward with whatever this idea is here. What can you tell us for group number 2, please? This is just the beginning for group number 2. So you have meandering pathway and flow. It's also number 24. So go with the flow, Spirit says. And I feel like this kind of reminds me a little bit of the Hermit card. If you see this person here with the wand here, the staff, and seeing like the light at the end of the tunnel. So I feel for some of you, you may have like been on this path where it feels right most of the time, but then sometimes you kind of second guess yourself because you're not seeing the full momentum of your path yet, or this project, this goal that you have, or things haven't moved quick enough for you, or, you know, something like that, or you're like waiting for communication, waiting for something to happen. And what this is telling me, Spirit is saying, go with the flow. I just heard you're going to be in the right place at the right time. Did I say that earlier? I think maybe I did, but it just came up again. And so this, I feel like something's going to happen soon for you. Let me see what your other card is. So we have Owl Wisdom, or Owl Spirit and Wisdom number 27. Yeah, okay, so this is interesting because the hermit that this is reminding me of here is about wisdom. It's about receiving the information that you need to move forward. So you are going to be receiving something. And also look at this person here has wings. So this wisdom is going to give you wings so that you can become the flying fish here and you can leap through the air. So do you see what I'm saying? Where some event is going to happen that's going to allow you to leap through the air, to suddenly have wings, because you have wings on the fish here and this person has wings. This is the key right here, and you see the light over here. So you are finding this is going to happen. So Spirit says don't give up if things have been a little bit slow with your situation, because something's going to happen. And yeah, this even says if you are waiting for something here, like you've been waiting for something and it's showing that it's coming in here. Thank you. What else can you tell? Okay. All right, that was easy. Okay, so you have number 10, ritual and sweet corn. So I feel what the ritual is talking about is some sort of celebration because it's number 10. So this is showing me that you're at the end of a cycle and something is about to happen. And what is about to happen is exactly what I said. This event is going to propel you from here all the way to here, and it's going to happen like that. It's going to happen very, very quickly. So the ritual, to me, how I'm seeing this in my mind, is some sort of celebration, a get together, going out to dinner, or having like a literal party or something like that. So celebrating some level of success. Now, you may not be at the end of your goal here. Some of you may be, but something is happening where you're seeing progress, and it's going to be significant enough for you to celebrate it. And then we have number 43 in tranquility. So with tranquility, I feel like this is definitely connected to the ritual, because you're going to see that if you had any doubts about this happening, okay, a plan you have made is on track. If you had any doubts about that, you're going to be seeing it here. You actually see it here, and then that's why you're celebrating here. And so I feel like what happens is you have, or should take, just a moment of reflection, a moment of downtime where you can just breathe for a minute and realize that time did not run out. Realize that you are actually on track, that you have made some significant progress, and just take some time to celebrate that and relax a little bit, because I feel like things are going to pick up for you significantly very soon. So it's fair to say, yeah, just take a break and relax and enjoy the moment, because you're going to be really, really busy with these projects, goals, ideas, whatever it is that you have coming up. All right. What else can you tell us for group number 2, please? This is just the beginning for group number 2. Thank you. Okay, what else do you want to say? All right, so let's start with this one, because it's touching, excuse me, it's touching this card. So I feels like I can't talk. I feel like this one wants to come out first. Okay, so you have the 4 of Wands. This is so amazing to me, because this is showing, whoa, excuse me. If you've ever seen my videos where that happens, where I'm talking and then all of a sudden my voice cuts out, like now, what that means is that there's something that needs to be released, or something that is going to be released. And the fact that it came up when I pulled this card over, what that is telling me is that there's something that was holding you back that's being released, and it's propelling you forward, like I've been talking about. In here, we're seeing everything coming together. And what's interesting also is the ritual card. Remember I said there's some sort of celebration because you have some level of success that you need to celebrate. You should be celebrating that. And that's what we have here. Do you see how things are coming together here? And also what's happening is whatever that thing was that propelled you over here, it was there for a reason. So if it was something that wasn't so great in the beginning, but it had a silver lining, and you end up seeing that that put you in exactly the right place at the right time, this is like the result of that. So if you had a Tower card moment, if you had a moment where everything looked like it was falling apart, it actually had to fall apart so that it could come back together here. And you're building a very, very strong foundation here. Very, very strong, just like your buffalo here. And this is just the beginning for whatever you have going on. Yep, look at your Fool. This is amazing. And you know how I'm seeing this is, and of course this is just metaphorically speaking, if you step off the cliff because you're going to take a leap of faith with something. You could be doing this because you need to start over, right? If you had a Tower card moment, here you're rebuilding. Others of you were not happy where you were, and that is what propelled you on this track over here to pursue something, an idea, a project, something that you may have been putting off, like the card says. And then something happens where you start thinking about, okay, what is my goal? What do I want to see happen? And so instead of trying to walk down the mountain, that would take a very long time. You are going to take this leap of faith, but what's happening is that you are sprouting wings, like I said, metaphorically speaking, just like you have the fish has wings here and this person has wings here. So because there was a breakdown, you will be getting to where you're going much, much quicker than if you were just walking down the mountain like a normal human instead of sprouting wings and being able to fly to your next destination. Does that make sense? So, yeah, I hope that's making sense. Now, let's see what else you have here. Look, here's your Hermit card. Look at that. You have basically 2 Hermit cards, I feel. And so, and also, you know, meandering pathway. I feel that's exactly what happened. I feel it was a very interesting thing that happened in your life to get you on the right track. So some of you may have had a breakup, you know, with a romantic partner. Some of you may have had a divorce. Some of you may have had a job just kind of crumble beneath you. Some of you may have been let go. Some of you didn't get a raise or a promotion that you were expecting. Whatever it was, it shifted your perspective, but I feel like it took you off track for a minute. It looked like you were getting off track, but you really weren't. What it was really doing was guiding you to this goal, whatever this is over here. And do you see here, there's this building here? So you're definitely leaving something behind. And it left you feeling confused, possibly sad, possibly angry, possibly depressed. But this is passing. This storm that we see in the background here, this is passing. Spirit says follow your heart. Because that's going to lead you to this incredibly new and amazing situation. Yep, you have the Empress card. This is success. This is you doing what is right for you, okay? You following your heart, you following your passion, you creating a life for yourself that you deserve. I feel you're also very, very grounded where you're going here. There's an incredible amount of success with this goal, this project, this idea, whatever this is here. And I feel once you get started, there's no stopping you. It's like you're gonna just keep going. You can take this as far as you want to go. The 3 of Cups, yeah, look at this celebration. So I feel like these people here are looking at you as the Empress here, because the Empress has a crowd of people behind her, and then these people are like looking. So what else is interesting is that these cards are below the ritual and tranquility. Do you remember what I said about those? The ritual is you taking a time out to celebrate something. So you have reached this here with the ritual card, and you're saying, you know what, I'm going to celebrate that. So you're celebrating that here with the 3 of Cups, and you're feeling tranquil because you've achieved a massive, massive goal here. So again, there's more for you to achieve, but this is very significant. And there is absolutely a celebration coming in. So these cards are clarifying and giving you a visual of what I was telling you with these 2 cards up here. Okay, the Judgment card. So yeah, you know, there are some cards. So the readings are different, but there are some cards that are very, very, well, that are literally identical to the cards in group number 1. So if you're interested, if group number 1 called to you at all, that might help you on your journey that we're seeing here in group number 2. Only if you want to, though, of course. If you're not called, then just watch this one. So what I'm seeing here is that at one point in time, it looked like you had everything that you needed down here, but then something took you out of a situation, and you may have been taken out of the situation, not of your own free will, like if you had a tower card moment, if your job let you go, if you had, a relationship breakdown that you were trying to fix or that you thought was going well. Whatever it is, some of you may have been taken out of a situation, just like, remember how I said, I think, don't quote me if I'm wrong, then forgive me, but I think the leaping fish, I think they do that because there's a predator close. Same thing we're seeing here. Now, some of you perceived that you needed a change, so you just grew wings and you flew out of the water yourself. And here, you may have been asking for help from the universe to get you out of a situation that was no longer working for you. The important thing is that there's a massive shift coming in for you. The Queen of Cups, yeah. So what I'm seeing here is that you're going to land in exactly the perfect place for you. So you're leaping from the water out into the air, and when you land, you're exactly where you said you wanted to be, exactly where you said you would be, and spiritually, emotionally, on a soul level, it's very, very fulfilling for you. Very fulfilling. So you're going to be looking at your environment very, very differently, partly because you're in a different environment. Some of you will literally be in a new environment. So a new office, a new job, a new home. It could just be representing a new headspace where, emotionally, psychologically, you're in a much, much better place. But absolutely, things are coming together for you, and everything is lining up for you. Like, I feel like it could not be any more perfect the way that things line up for you. Okay, look at this. Now you have the Lover's card. This is just amazing because you have the Four of Wands here, and this particular Queen of Cups, you can see there's like a couple on here, and then you have the Lover's card here. And what you have, the 4 cards right here, what connects them all together is the Fool card. Now, how this is going back a little bit more, you wouldn't get to the Fool card unless you had that Judgment moment, that Tower card moment that I was talking about, because the breakdown is exactly what is putting you back in flow. Even though it says meandering pathway, it looks like you were just kind of, going here and going there, and there was no rhyme or reason, but there actually was, or is, if this is current for you right now, if you're going through the beginning stages of this. And that's exactly why this is just the beginning. The breakdown was just the beginning. The Empress is just the beginning for you. You have so much more success coming after the Empress, and the Empress is successful, okay? So with the Lover's card, there was some sort of sacrifice that had to be made to get you here. That sacrifice was the Judgment card, the Tower card, the Hermit card even. So it may have taken you a minute to figure things out, but I feel like you're getting to be on the right path. So for instance, let's say that you lost your job, and as you're looking for a new job, you have this spark of intuition that says, hey, that hobby that you have, you could actually make money doing that. Why don't you think about pursuing that? And then everything just kind of comes together after that. Maybe you had a marriage breakup or a relationship breakup, and you said, I got to get out of here. I don't want to be in this city anymore. So you pack up, you move somewhere new, and you find the job of your dreams. So those are kind of the things that I'm seeing here. Obviously, it doesn't need to be identical because this is a general reading, but you can kind of plug your situation in there. All right. So here we have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah. So this could definitely have something to do with work for some of you. It doesn't have to. Because what the Three of Pentacles is showing us is that things are coming together. Now, in your particular situation, I feel that this was a long time coming. I feel that you may have some, like some scars or some minor ailments or something like that. I mean, not literally physically. I mean, maybe some of you are healing from something physical, but if we look at the bandages on this person's arms, I feel like you had to kind of fight your way back. So you had to, you know, like the phoenix rising from the ashes, like the judgment card, you had to kind of claw your way out of a situation. You had to pull all of your internal resources. Like you really had to pick yourself up. You had to make sense of a situation and you had to put things back together. Okay. So I feel like this particular Three of Pentacles goes so well with the two hermits that I'm seeing here, because it's like you had to claw your way out of some sort of emotional turmoil and put yourself back together. But look at how strong this person is. You can actually see the muscles right here on the arm. So you're going to come back stronger than ever. And again, what I'm seeing is that a confusing event led you to this point here. And what you're building is something that is going to work with you, or work for you is what I meant to say, for a lifetime. If this has anything to do with you seeking like or needing popularity from others, so if you have a business, if you sell a service or a product, or if you are trying to, you know, find a new job, if you have a skill, something like that, you're getting noticed. Look at these two cards here. So this is showing that whatever you're doing in the Three of Pentacles, you're getting recognition and reward for the hard work that you're putting into something. Oh my gosh. Look at this King of Pentacles. There's literally coins everywhere. And this king is literally like sitting on a gold chair. I mean, this is amazing. So if you have any worries about finances, or if you will be successful with this new venture, this new idea, this project, look at this card. And anytime, if you ever have any doubts, come back to this video or screenshot this or something and come back to this card here. And the thing is that this is right below the Empress card. So massive success is coming in. I mean, this King of Pentacles looks so happy at what he has built, what he has accomplished. And remember how it all started over here with the Judgment card. So yeah, I feel with the Judgment card, some of you, the universe is literally picking you up from a situation that doesn't belong on this path that you're supposed to be going on, just like these angels are taking this person out and putting you somewhere else where you belong, a place to get you on this path. Yep, we have the Page of Wands. This is how it all started. Something got you thinking, wait a minute, what am I doing here? I think there's more out there for me. There's something that you're very, very passionate about. If you don't know what that is yet, I feel that you will. You will gain that wisdom. You will have that insight. And Spirit says, follow your passion. Whatever that is, it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter how crazy the idea is to someone else. Follow your passion. You're going to be successful. Because this is you exploring things, you know, saying, okay, can I make this happen? Can I be successful doing this? Yes, 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 yes. And here you have other people celebrating your success as well. So I feel a lot of you are going to be very popular with something. So that can be like literal popularity with a service, a business, a skill, a talent, you know, anything like that. And then others of you, that popularity will be, if you're looking for a new job, you're going to be in demand and you're going to get the job of your dreams. And then you're just climbing up and up and up, where you're going to climb the ranks in that company or go to another company where you're at a higher level. All right. So, yep. You have the Seven of Swords here. This is what I was talking about. Look at this. Is fascinating to me. So the Seven of Swords is right below the Judgment card. So the Seven of Swords is something kind of, well, there's two things going on here that I'll talk about. But the first thing, something a little bit underhanded is going on. Something a little bit sneaky, a little bit shady, something that you may have uncovered or something that, so this could be you realizing that the situation that you were in was dangerous or something. This, I feel, is what caused you to leap through the air. Remember the predator behind you, and that makes you leap through the air as the flying fish? This is what caused it. So this was the catalyst to the Judgment card. This made you made everything burn down into ashes, but then that led to the Judgment card where you're rising from the ashes and going through this whole journey here. So I hope that makes sense, because this is pretty amazing. It's very, very powerful. I'm telling you, if you have any doubts about your future success or your continued success, come back and look at this King of Pentacles. Look at the Empress card. So I hope this reading helped you. If it did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, and if you're still here, the other thing I was going to say about the Seven of Swords is don't let your fears hold you back from pursuing your dreams, from pursuing something that's in your heart. So Seven of Swords and the Page of Wands, this is, remember how I said something in your heart, follow your dreams. Don't let your fears hold you back. Don't have imposter syndrome. Keep going. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, group number 3. You have the Onyx Dinosaur, and your card is number 11, Persistent Drive. See what you desire and move toward that goal. It is time to zero in on your purpose. Use your intuition and instincts to guide you for the optimal outcome. All right. It is time to zero in on your purpose. Yeah. So the first thing I want to talk about is there's a powerful shift that's going to be happening in your life, especially with number 11. Whatever this is that you will be or are pursuing, whatever your goal is, I feel very, very strongly that this is like written in your DNA. It is part of the reason why you came to this earth. Because first of all, you have the dinosaur, which, we probably all know how old the dinosaurs are. But then you have the sharks, and the sharks are even older than the dinosaurs. So I just feel like this is, whatever this goal is, this mission, this drive that you have for something, you're meant to do this in this lifetime. And it's going to work for you. Are you going to have to work hard? Absolutely. Are you going to get tired some days? Absolutely. Will you want to give up some days? Most likely. But are you going to keep going? Yes. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing with this card. Don't let anything distract you. Don't let anything or anyone distract you from where you're going. Especially because I'm picking up that you're going to have some difficult days with this. Maybe some of you are having difficult days right now. But what I'm seeing is that those difficult days are there for a reason. There's going to be like learning experiences, and it's also building like strength and resolve regarding this. So yeah, Spirit is saying, don't give up. I mean, you can if you want, of course, but we all have free will. But yeah, Spirit is saying you're going to be successful with this idea. What? Oh, thank you. Is that one? Okay, and this one. Okay, so we have Forest, Temple, Enlightenment, and number 19. Oh, this is interesting to me. So number 19 corresponds to the Sun card, and look at the sun coming down here. So first of all, your idea is very, very protected. Your path forward regarding this idea is very protected. I feel that where you were or where you currently are right now, I feel that something started to feel off about it. Something started to feel like it was no longer working. And that is happening or did happen because it's divine timing. You're supposed to be making this shift, or you're supposed to start to hone in and really focus on what your goal is, because things are shifting for you. The environment is shifting and things are lining up for you at this exact moment in time. And if you're feeling like you're not fulfilled right now, or maybe you once were fulfilled in your situation, but you no longer are, that's going to shift for you. And so with this enlightenment, you're seeing something that you didn't see before. You're realizing how far you can take this goal, or you're realizing, oh my gosh, I have to get out of this current environment that I'm in, because all of a sudden out of nowhere, I'm feeling suffocated. I'm feeling like I can't take it anymore, like my skin is crawling. It's happening for a reason. It's time. Wow. This is exactly why it's time. So you have moonlight, enchantment, and magic, number 25. This is exactly why it's time, because there's magic in the air. Things are coming together for you. Your intuition is correct. Look at, you have the wolf here. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your instincts. If your instinct is saying, I need to leave this situation. Remember I was saying, oh, I feel like my skin is crawling. I feel like I can't be here anymore. Listen to that. Look at how big this moon is. Listen to your intuition. Listen to this enlightenment that's coming through. There is a very, very specific reason why it's coming through at this moment in time. And also, one other thing I want to point out with number 11 here. So a couple things I want to point out. Your vision, your goal, whatever it is that you want to see happen with this here, it is going to happen. Reality is going to mirror the way that you visualize it right now. The other thing that I'm seeing with number 11 is the Justice card. So this can mean a couple different things. Some of you, when your skin is crawling in that situation, some of you are going to be ending something. So this could be a relationship, a friendship, a job, where you live. Some of you are going to be moving somewhere, but that's clearing the pathway for you to move forward. So that number 11 is exactly why you feel uncomfortable right now, or you previously did, because that is saying, look, you need to make a shift. You need to cut something out of your life and allow new things to come in. And others of you, that is meaning that you're going to be signing contracts. So some of you will be, for instance, finding an office for your business. Some of you will be finding a new job and signing a contract for that. Some of you may be developing a partnership with someone else and signing a contract for that. So just keep that in mind. What else can you tell us? Thank you. For group number 3, please. Group number 3, this is just the beginning. Yeah, and the ending of a contract and the beginning of a new contract, or either one or the other, that's just the beginning. Yep. So you have number 21 and trust. A couple things going on here. Trust in your intuition. Look at how this is going to be right next to that major intuition card. Trust your instincts. Trust the information that you're receiving right now. Trust that this is going to work out for you. Trust that magic is at hand. Trust that the universe is helping you put things together and bring things into alignment for you. Trust that this is just the beginning. Trust that you're going to be successful. So number 21, that's like the World card in the tarot deck. I feel that you're just on the edge of a major shift with regarding this here. So for some of you, especially with the eye here, some of you are just now putting things together, especially with the eye and the enlightenment. Some of you are finally having this aha moment saying, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. But I'm telling you, once it clicks, it's going to click and you cannot unsee it. It's like you can't unfeel the feeling that you will have when you see everything coming together. It's going to be magic. So trust in that process and trust that, yeah, some of you are going to have to take a leap of faith. Is it going to be scary? Yeah, probably for some of you, but trust in that leap of faith. Yeah, so we have number 28 in energy. whatever it is that you're doing, it's picking up energy. So just like, remember when I said, once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you feel it, you can't unfeel it, and you're going to know you're on the right path. So that in itself is picking up energy. The alignments are picking up energy. This pot here, where all the perfect ingredients are going into the pot, that's also picking up energy. What else can you tell us for group number 3, please? This is just the beginning for group number 3. Okay, so you have the Temperance card. Let me set these down over here. What is so fascinating to me about this is with the Temperance card, you can see how this person is putting like the bucket with the water into this cup here. That's exactly what I was talking about here, where all the ingredients are going into this pot. So you will be receiving everything that you need to move forward. And what is just amazing to me is right here, you have this light post. And what do you have here? Enlightenment. And this card is going right below that. So this enlightenment, this is why it is critical that you listen to your intuition, listen to your dreams, like your actual dreams, because I'm seeing that some of you will get messages in your dreams. Listen to anyone who's trying to talk to you, anyone who's passed over, who is on the other side. Listen to any signs and synchronicities. Things are coming together for you. And what is the other thing here? Oh, barriers. Barriers are going to be broken and you're going to be able to move forward. Yep, look at this. You have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is you starting something new. This is a new beginning. This is breaking those barriers and starting to move forward. And also what I'm seeing with the Ace of Pentacles is that you're getting your footing. You're becoming very, very invested and very, very grounded in this new beginning. And what I mean by that is in the very beginning, you may have had this enlightenment. You may have said, oh, okay, like, why am I having this thought, or where is this going? And kind of unsure and maybe tiptoeing a little bit around the idea. And you weren't sure if it was safe to go forward. And what's happening is you're like, oh no, I know I'm safe. I've got this idea. I may not have everything in alignment. Like I may not know, maybe I know step 1 and step 2, but I don't know step 3, 4, 5, and 10, 20, but I'm going to start anyway. So that's what I mean by this. You're very, very grounded in this idea. And it's like, I feel like you're very dedicated to this idea. And also the universe is very dedicated to you pursuing this idea. So you have the Four of Swords. All right, so with the Four of Swords, I feel that, first of all, this has been a long time coming. So for some of you, that just means that this is, like I said, this is in your DNA. This is something so important, something that you are supposed to be doing in this lifetime. And others of you, and this could even apply to all of you. If you had a situation that was very, very draining to you, remember I was talking about that earlier, a situation where you no longer felt like you belonged there. I see that it happened because of this. It happened to slow you down. It happened to get you on the right track. But for some of you, it had to be so dramatic that it was draining the life out of you. And that had to happen that way in order for you to almost hit rock bottom for some of you, so that you would have that enlightenment happen. You know, especially here, how we're like in the forest here, so it's dark, right? But then here you have the sun shining through. So it took you breaking things down to this point for you to get here and have this enlightenment and then be able to move forward. And also it got you, see, this is how it's interesting how it's working out, because recognizing that you're in the wrong place is what propelled you over here to the Temperance card, where now everything is coming together for you. So if you're here right now, just know that this is actually the beginning of your success, even though it may not look like it. It is. Yeah, so you have the Two of Cups. Again, you have another card where everything is coming together for you. Everything is flowing for you. Now, another thing that I'm getting, that this, because this is below the Trust card, you can trust these new beginnings. You can trust the things that are coming together. You can trust that they're going to work out. You can trust that there's longevity regarding these things coming together. And remember how I said some of you are going to be ending something? Remember I was talking about ending contracts, ending any kind of long-standing relationships with people, or anything that was holding you back from this new beginning, that's ending. And then remember I said some of you will be signing new contracts. That's what we have right here with the Two of Cups. So talking about literally both of those things within this Two of Cups. The Devil card. Yeah. So a couple things here. The first thing is what I talked about with the Four of Swords, how something had to become so toxic for some of you, not all of you. Something had to become so toxic that you realized, okay, I don't belong here anymore. For others of you, the curtain had to be pulled so that you would realize that you don't belong here anymore. This is kind of showing that enlightenment. Some of you realize that you are dealing with someone or something that was deceitful, or it's not what you thought it was going to be. And then the other thing that I'm seeing here, well, there's a couple more things. First of all, don't be afraid of this new beginning, because, you know, of course, you have the sharks here. So let's say that you're swimming in this water and then all of a sudden you see these 3 sharks moving toward you. Well, that can be very, very scary, but you're also very, very protected. The way I'm seeing these sharks is that they're there to protect you, and then you become like the sharks, where you're very, very focused. There's nothing that can get you off your path. The other thing, so if you have any fears, don't feed into those fears. Instead, listen to your intuition, not your ego, because your ego is the thing that'll stop you. Your ego is the thing that will prevent you from moving forward, because it's like, oh, no, there could be danger up there. Okay. Now, the other thing that I'm seeing here are the snakes. You have 2 snakes here. So you've outgrown a situation. That's why it became the Four of Swords. That's why you became so drained, so tired, why the situation may have become toxic for you. Could you stay in this previous situation? Yeah, you could. You have free will. But what will happen is a continuing of the breakdown. So a breakdown of the situation, a breakdown of your mental health, of your physical health, because you're not meant to be there anymore. And the longer you stay here, the longer it is that you're not pursuing your life purpose over here, or this goal that you're supposed to accomplish in this lifetime. So again, that's going to further feed into you not feeling well in this situation. Yep, the Eight of Swords. Do you see what's happening here? There was something that was stuck, something that was preventing you from moving forward in the previous situation. Because that situation, for some of you, it was just a placeholder. For some of you, it was just to keep you there for a certain amount of time. Some of you, these restrictions that I'm seeing and feeling here, the longer you stay there, especially how it's connected to the Devil card, the longer you stay there, the tighter this is going to get around you, to the point where you'll feel like you're being suffocated. So something needs to go to open up the pathway for this new beginning. Now, the other thing with the Eight of Swords, don't hold yourself back because you're afraid to move forward. So if you're thinking like, oh, well, this is a great idea, but I can't do that. I can't accomplish that. I don't have the resources to start that. Spirit is saying, think outside the box, because you're not stuck. You're not trapped where you currently are. All right, so you have the Hangman. Yeah, so do you see the theme here? You were in a situation to get you thinking, because you were not meant to stay there, but you were meant to be in that situation to get the ball rolling. So if you're still here, if you're still feeling stuck and trapped in a situation, this is literally the beginning to get you to where you're supposed to be. And it's interesting that you have the Enlightenment card up here, and then you have the Hangman here, because the Hangman is about enlightenment. It is about you being where you're not supposed to be, and how do you figure that out, and then how do you figure out where you're supposed to be, and how are you going to get there? Okay, so that's what's happening with these two cards. And then you have the Temperance card right in the middle, which is showing that balance that is happening because you're taking the steps toward this goal that you have over here. The Six of Cups. Yes, I am telling you, the Six of Cups is representing what I said earlier, that this goal that you have, this idea that you have, it is either from a past life or it's something that you're supposed to accomplish in this life. I have no doubt in my mind. For a lot of you, this has something to do with career, especially because this lands right below the Ace of Pentacles. It could have to do with you moving somewhere and finding, you know, your community, finding the right people, finding your soul tribe there. For some of you, finding your soulmate there, finding the perfect job, whatever it is. Again, it's just the beginning. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I love how this Wheel of Fortune is below the Four of Swords, because you having this breakdown, you reaching the end of your rope with a situation is what is sparking this new beginning. It's what is, so you see here how there's a curtain back here? It's what is opening that curtain here to the Devil card to get you to realize that you're not exactly in the right place. Now, you were in the right place for the time being, but there's a shift in the air, and this shift is bringing you great luck, great success, and there's some sort of huge movement going on here. So again, some of you are going to be traveling, some of you will be moving somewhere new. And then for others of you, the movement could just be, metaphorically speaking, where you're moving from just one environment into another environment. This new environment is going to be much more productive for you. Yep. So you have the Five of Cups. So what this is saying is that as you're going through this journey, for some of you, it could be very confusing. Some of you are just like in a whirlwind right now and you have no idea what's going on. What Spirit is saying is that whatever is lost, whatever is removed out of your life, those things are being removed because they were roadblocks from you getting what you want and what you need with the Two of Cups. Oh my gosh, I just realized that too. So here's the Three of Cups here. This represents what you are leaving and what you should let flow out of your life. And then behind you, you have the Two Cups here, and then you have the Two of Cups right above that. So that's amazing. The other thing, Spirit is saying, trust in the process. You're not going to be losing anything that would be of benefit to you. You're not going to be losing anything that can help you on this new path forward. What you're losing, if you remember in the very beginning, I said, don't let anyone or anything distract you from your persistent drive over here. Those are the things that you're losing. Things that would have distracted you. Things that would have kept you stuck here and with the Devil card. Yeah, look, you have the Death card. So you have the Death card right after the Five of Cups, which is showing that certain things are falling out of your life so that you can say goodbye to them and so that you can have this rebirth. Anything that is happening, so if it's like a Tower card moment where everything seems to be breaking down, a moment where you wake up one day and you realize I'm not happy in this situation anymore. That is a vehicle, just like this boat here, to get you to the right place, to get you thinking about the right things, to get you focused on this goal that you are meant to pursue and accomplish in this lifetime. I'm going to say that again because Spirit is saying, look, you're supposed to do this. So take a deep breath and let those things fall away that would prevent you from going down this path. There is magic at hand regarding your situation. Things are magically going to line up for you. Yeah, you have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, for a lot of you, you're going to be starting a new career. You're going to be starting a business. You're going to be starting a new job, moving somewhere. Some of you might be traveling around, and then in your travels, you are really, really drawn to a place. You're kind of enlightened by a place. You feel magic in a new place. And you say, you know what? I'm going to set my roots here. I'm going to start something new. So another thing that I want to say with this Page of Pentacles is that if you are feeling stuck, if you are feeling trapped, what Spirit is saying is to spend some time with your, like with the Four of Swords, spend some time meditating or just in silence or with some, light music playing or something like that. Open up your third eye chakra, especially with the eye here, and allow insight to come in. Remember earlier I mentioned listen to your dreams. I think I said that in this group. Because if you're feeling stuck, if you don't know where to go or how to get there, those answers are going to be provided for you. So just keep that in mind. I wish you so much luck. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope everything made sense for you. If you did enjoy this reading, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching.